Shalom, it's the brother Nabathaya coming to you. Want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the elders and apostles at GMS to rule well. Salutations to the elect. Just wanted to bring something out real quick. Just talking about how we find stability through this wisdom and how the men of the Lord seek stability through wisdom. Because at the end of the day, that's all we have in this world. That's the only thing in this world besides brothers and brotherhood that's not vanity, that's not vain. With that, I just want to bring out a couple verses real quick, just hitting that point. Then I'm going to let you brothers go. This is Proverbs 24:3. Through wisdom is an house builded. And that house is referring to the human body, referring to the man of the Lord, so to speak. Because through wisdom is a house builded. And, through wisdom is that man of the Lord being built. He's being built through wisdom. And by understanding, it is established. And if you look that word established up in the Hebrew, it's going to mean to be firm, to be stable. So it's going to be that foundation is already built with wisdom, and it's going to only be established and built up through understanding. And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increases strength. Exactly. So, what is wisdom without understanding? You can have wisdom, but to have the understanding is to apply it to your everyday life. To be able to apply it in certain situations that you may have. It's just like practicing for sports. You always practice, situations. You always practice what may happen. It's the same thing with boxing. You practice what may come. But when you get in the actual fight, having that skill, having that understanding of how to use those skills, is more vital, at the end of the day. Move on real quick. We're going to go to Isaiah 33:6. Because, we all seek stability, and the best way to get it is through the scriptures, and through the wisdom of the scriptures. Because, everything in this world is crooked. And the only thing we getting straight in this world is that wisdom, is that knowledge, is that's keeping us stable in these times, especially the times that we're in right now, and everything that's going down. Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. Knowing that you have a better chance of being saved than all these other people, man, that's not seeking the Lord, is something right there that should keep you pumped up, should keep you fired up, should make you consider yourself lucky, to even be called for this work. Because even though many are called, if few will be chosen, you should not take that for granted, man. Because you could be a lot worse off, than the situation you in, than the situation a lot of these other people are in. Just knowing the Lord's name already puts you at a higher goal than other people. Not a higher goal, but a higher place than everybody else. To continue to get the understanding of this wisdom and this knowledge is a beautiful thing. That's your stability of these times, man. Like I keep reiterating, because you're gonna get hit with a lot of things that you may not have been able to handle if you were still in the world. But having that knowledge and having that understanding is gonna help guide you a lot better in this race, man, for salvation. Because that's what we hope for. It's gonna strengthen your salvation at the end of the day. And you gotta continue to work, though. We gotta continue to press the issue of receiving the understanding, doing everything we can to receive the understanding. Okay? We're going to move on to Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter. We're going to go to the 12th verse. This is Ecclesiastes 7:12. For wisdom is the defense, and money is the defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So I'm going to read that one more time, because that's a beautiful verse. For wisdom is the defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So if you had that wisdom, knowing how to apply that wisdom in your everyday life is an excellent thing. Being able to, like I said, to discern situations, being able to know what to do, when to do it, is a beautiful thing. You know, it's like having a gun in the time of war. Like, what's the point of having a gun? You don't know how to use it. You know, you can that's like having a basketball and not knowing how to use it, or having some certain but you don't know how to use it. Having the knowledge of this wisdom is beautiful, man, because it's like I said, it's gonna help prepare you. It's gonna help better prepare you for situations that may to come. You know, it's like the analogy I brought earlier about having a gun and not knowing how to use it. What's the point of the gun? You don't know how to shoot it. You don't know how to aim it. And you just straight firing it. What's the point of having a car? You can't drive it. You don't know how to drive it. You know, it's no point to it. You know, and that's the point that verse is trying to make right there, is having that knowledge as opposed to just having the wisdom. You know, because anybody can just, read and say that they have wisdom, but applying it to your everyday life is something different. And that's where your stability comes in, because you're applying what you learn, you're applying what you practice, you're practicing it, and you're putting it out there on the field. You know, you're not letting your practice go to waste. You know? So I'm gonna go to Proverbs real quick. Proverbs 19 and 23. Proverbs 19 and 23. The fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil. You know, so going into that, that's the fear of the Lord is that wisdom. That's the first start of wisdom. It's tended to your life. So if you that had that wisdom is gonna abide, you're gonna abide satisfied. You're gonna end up being satisfied, man, because you're seeking what's the most important thing. You're seeking what the number one. You're letting everything else come with that, which we'll get to that here in a little bit. I'll bring that out in Matthew here in a little bit. But you're not gonna be visited by evil, because you're gonna have that wisdom and you're gonna have that discernment to know what to do and when to do it in that situation. Having that wisdom and having that knowledge, most importantly, knowing how to wield that wisdom. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and go to Matthew 6th chapter real quick. Where's that? This is 33rd verse. But seek ye this is Matthew 6 and 33. But seek ye the kingdom of the Lord and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. You know, so if you doing your job, then the Lord's going to do his job. Basically is what that's saying. If you seeking out that stability, you're going to find it. If you seeking out the wisdom and you seeking out the knowledge of the Lord, then the Lord's going to find you, and he's going to reward you with the stability at the same time. You know? So that's why it's important for us to stay in this knowledge. That's why it's important for us to stay established in this thing, to keep our roots, keep ourselves rooted in this truth, because it's so easy to waver. As in James, we're gonna bring out James 1 and 8. It's easy to lose sight of that, and it's easy to get to get blown away from this truth, man, because you're surrounded. The surroundings that you're in, being here in America, is so anti-Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, that it'll be easy for you to lose track of what's really important. But that's why it's so important for you to just stay focused. And I'm finding that out myself, a personal testimony, man. Things are gonna happen in your life that may cause you to lose focus just for a quick second, but it's important to always stay rooted in this truth and to continue to fight. And, another thing is to just continue to just try to stay in contact with brothers, man. That I haven't really realized how important that was until now, on point in my life, man. And it's just something that I just, Lord willing, I don't take for granted. This is James 1:8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You know, being in the world and being in His truth, you're gonna be unstable in all your ways. So you got to choose one, man. The Lord's not having any lukewarm brothers. The Lord's looking for stable, established men. What are they gonna need to be established in? Established in the knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua in the scriptures. That's all I want to bring out to brothers today. Just want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Double honors to the elders and apostles at GMS to rule well. Shalom.